interesting discussion with Mr. Alejandro here. He is a great person from Mexico. Where are you from, sir?
Yeah, bro. I am from India.
Oh, cool.
Rajasthan. Yeah. And
Hello
what
guys.
about you?
Hi. Sorry, I'm from Ukraine. Somebody was speaking before.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that's bro.
Hello.
Yeah, I make this
Hello.
group for my fluency that I am a beginner that I want to do IELTS that I have no I do not speak English fluent.
Ah, I see. I guess you are in the right place. We are all practicing English.
Yeah.
Hello guys.
Hi, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes. What's your name?
my name is Michael, and we have here Alejandro and Jas. But
That's how many people were there?
You Michael and Alejandro and what?
Jas, can you hear us?
Yes,
Yes, I can hear. I can hear you.
Can do we pronounce your name right, Jas?
Yes, my name
yeah, just
Ammar.
Amar, nice to meet you, Amar. Where are you from, sir?
Yes. I'm from Egypt.
Oh, cool. I heard a lot of stories about Egypt. It has a nice sea, Red Sea, right?
Yes, do you know pyramids?
Yes, of course. This is a monumental place. It's like one of
Yes.
the famous in the entire world. I believe that also in Mexico there's a very nice place, very monumental, from the, I don't know, maybe Maya, if I'm not mistaken. Alejandro, maybe you can explain a bit.
We have a very long history here. Before the conquerors arrived, there are Mayans and Aztecs. Do you know Aztecs?
I heard the name. This is the native people in Mexico, right?
Yeah, they used to live at the place that right now is the capital, Mexico City. And of course, they have a lot of ruins, pyrams, ruins.
Yeah, ruins, I guess. Ruins.
But pyrams like Egypt.
Pyramids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pyramids.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when the conquerors stay here, all the new city was constructed over these ruins, and nowadays there are people discovering again all these old constructions. Of course, all of them are destroyed, but find, for example, articles, food to prepare meals, and little I don't know how do you say,
Statues?
but yeah, something like treasures.
Mhm.
Yeah. Have you are you interested in football team?
In Mexico?
Yes.
Oh no! Well, we have some teams, but nothing of very important. No. You know, sometimes in the soccer international place, or how do you say, matches?
Matches, yes.
Yeah, we only have the. I don't know. I'm not very fan of football, but the quarters,
What's
not
the
the
sport?
final.
What's the sport you fond of?
Sorry,
What sport do you fond of?
what sport
Um,
do I like?
yes, or enjoy it.
Oh, really? I'm not too much to make exercise, but probably when I have the opportunity, I used to live in a place with mountains. I like it to hike,
Yes, hiking.
but right now I'm in a big city without any mountain, and well, I prefer to spend my time reading. For example, before the invitation to join to this group, I was reading about how to make a good report on journals. For example,
Yeah,
this is strength, the reporting of pharmacogenetics studies, reporting guideline, full bibliographic reference, language, PubMed. Yeah, that's where
yes.
I used to
Oh,
spend my time.
Pharm- pharmacogenetics.
Not precisely, it's just one example to how to good and make report to be accepted by an international recognized magazine.
Yes. Understanding you.
What do you like to do besides playing football?
My favorite hobby, reading.
Reading.
Reading, especially historical event.
Okay.
Okay, Michael. Are you still
Yes,
here?
yes, I'm here. I am listening.
Yes.
I know about football
What
only
do?
Messi and Ronaldo, and a bit about science, but
Yes.
not genetics. I think Alejandro is a super talented scientist, so it is too complicated for me. Alejandro probably a smart guy. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yes.
It's just like amateur. No, I would like to write some article for an important magazine, but no. It's just to spend a few time. No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. What did you understanding from Alejandro, Michael?
I lost him when he was speaking about genetics, something like that, and I said, "Oh my God, this is not my cup of tea or cup of coffee." And I was trying to figure
Yeah.
out what I remember about soccer, football. So Messi,
Yeah.
I know he was transferred to, he was bought by another football team, and now he's not in Barcelona, and everybody is disappointed.
Yes. How did have you heard about Muhammad Salah?
Muhammad Salah. The name
Liverpool.
is no. I kind of heard the name, but I believe this is not not a player like Messi. This is why it's not so familiar and me because I don't know too much about football. Probably I didn't heard it too much. The name. What
Yes.
can you
Yes.
tell us about Muhammad Salah?
Yeah. Muhammad Salah is Egyptian in native, but he traveled to European and he now play in Liverpool. He's the leader of football of Liverpool team.
The captain.
The capital, yes, the capital of team of this team.
Oh, cool. Oh, probably is a good one if he is in Liverpool. I know it is a pretty good team.
Yes, it's a very very famous player. If you search on Muhammad Salah on Google, you will say Muhammad Salah goals. It's a great goals. It's a great player. He is a great player.
Okay, I can see. I'm already
Yes.
taking a look. Muhammad.
Yes.
Oh,
How?
he's
What do you do?
I am software engineer.
Software engineer.
Yes.
Yes. In there is in hardware engineer. Is there any hardware engineer?
No, software. I don't do hardware. It's a pretty, it's a pretty other profession. I'm focused on software.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
writing.
So,
I'm typing.
software.
Not, yeah.
And what kind of programs do you write?
Different apps, like not mobile apps, but some of them are using Ruby or websites. Anyway, websites.
Yes, yes. What do you think about is Windows better than Linux or opposite?
Sorry, I couldn't understand. Can you say again, please?
Yes. Is Linux better than Windows?
Linux and Windows. It's a endless debate. I am.
In other meaning, what's the advantage of Linux?
Okay, I think that the advantage of Linux, it is more like a open system, and people that want to really understand and really control their machine, their computer, they can do it with Linux, unlike with Windows, which is pretty closed. The other thing is that
Yes.
you are probably familiar with what I'm talking about. I'm also
What's
yes.
why the Windows is more popular in using?
I think that Windows is more popular because it is easier to use and it is more marketed. You can hear more or see the brand Microsoft Office or Microsoft more often than other systems, and this is why this is popular.
Yes.
Imagine a person which is a very simple person that wants to use a computer. He doesn't need Linux, so Windows is what he needs. And there is also another strategy that this company Microsoft uses. It brings
Yes.
it brings the operating system with many computers when you buy a new one, so it's already installed. This is how they penetrate the computers of many people, many users, many computer buyers, and this is how they grow fast. Rather than Linux, then you need to ask intentionally to buy a computer with Linux or install it by yourself. So this is how they got bigger and more famous than other companies, like other providers
Yeah.
like Linux, etc.
Thank you. Your answer is very good.
Thank you so much. I
Alejandro.
saw the. Yes, sir. Okay, continue, please.
Alejandro,
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
what did you do?
I'm a medical doctor.
Yeah, American doctor. Any field or any specialization?
No, general practitioner.
Yes, general practitioner. Yes. What did you think about your future specialization?
Oh no, I give it up. Is the word? Give up? Yeah, I
Give
tried
up? What's me?
I tried a lot of times to do one of them, but it's very difficult because we are so much persons that apply to do that test, and there are few places to develop your specialization. It's not easy. It's hard. But I'm willing to better do some kind of master, not the specialization, more than, not clinical. It's more related with lab.
What do you mean? Is it a kind of alternative medicine?
Oh, no. More than, the gynecologists, the pediatrics, see patients. I don't like too much this kind of I would like to make something more related with laboratory.
I see. You are trying to change the specialization to something else, right? From general to more specific. Is it correct?
Yeah, something like master. Do you know master degree?
Yeah. Yes.
But more than seeing people, it's doing research, biomedical research.
I see.
More in the laboratory, more than in the hospital.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's like a more, I would say, office job to think and to investigate, research.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Sounds interesting.
Okay, I like to do what I'm doing, but really, when I studied medicine, it was more to more than a specialization. It's more related, as you said, with the office studio. You know, microscopes and I don't know the genetic tools. But right now, I'm dealing with patients, with people.
Yeah.
And it's okay. But I want to do the next step in my career, that it's hopefully this I'm explaining.
I see. It is probably hard in this time of the year or in this time of the era with this COVID thing, right?
Oh no, it's the opposite. For example, before there was an international meetings face to face. Now all of them are online and it's free. You don't need to move to China. All that conferences are here in my computer.
Cool. So you can work from home, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
No. This is one of the great advantage, at least in my own case, about this pandemic. Okay, it's sad, but it have their benefits.
Yeah. I didn't think about it in this way, but sounds cool.
Oh yeah, and the best is for free. You don't need to pay travel, the airplane tickets and the hotel and all of them are here. You can choose a lot of international meetings.
Nice. But how do you find all these customers of yours of medicine? Like, how to say it? Patients?
Oh, no. There are not patients. Usually, for example, in the scientific field, they show their researches, what they found doing certain kind of procedures in the lab.
Yes.
Is not related with patients. It's more with lab research. Of course, at the end, the benefit is received by patients, but you don't deal with patients. For example, people that develop the medicines.
I see what you are talking about. You are not actually treating patients. You are doing more research, and you want to try to get higher skills in this area, to get a master's degree and be a researcher full time.
Yeah, you're right.
Sounds cool. Yeah, so it's totally easy. But wait, you need to have a kind of access to a lab to do some tests, right?
Access
to a lab or some medicine to do tests, even with unfortunately with animals or something like that, no?
Oh yeah. At this moment, well, I used to live I stayed in a little place with the mountains and all. It was nice, but now I'm living in a city. I'm looking for this kind of life that received me for a few months.
I see.
I got in touch, in contact with these people. At this moment, I don't have any answer, but with the next conferences or events or meetings, probably I find the right person to match and make all of this.
You are looking for a professor to guide you? This is what you are saying?
Oh, something, yeah, like mentor, like, yeah, something like that.
Ah, nice. I am sure you will succeed. You sound like a very smart person.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully, yeah. The next weeks, I signed up for a different meetings, and it's not just to learn; it's to make co-working or to find the right persons to do what you want to do.
Yeah, I see. And is this in Mexico, or you mentioned China or something like that?
Oh, no. This is in Mexico.
Cool.
Yeah, I tried to spend some time in US, but it's not easy. For me, as a Mexican, I just allow it to travel as a tourist. But if I want to get a work permit, it's not easy. If I want to apply as a student, it costs a lot of dollars, and my money it's peso. If you want to buy $1, you need to spend a lot of pesos, and it's almost impossible to pay the tuition in the universities.
I see.
That's why definitively I understand that at least at this moment it's not possible for me. Of course, if I succeed here, the next step is staying there, but it will taking time. At this moment, the first step is here, and it's not good for me because my dream was there. But anyway, you need to take some decisions and finally convince yourself that it's not the right time, or probably never happens, but at least you stay here doing what you want to do.
Yeah, I see. I don't agree with you. I think that first of all, as a smart person, you are very smart, and I believe that if you want it enough, nothing will stop you, and you will get what you want. And this is regardless of the exchange rate, peso and US dollar. So please don't have any doubts. Just
thank you for your supportness. Is a word? Your support, your words.
Yeah, I'm just. It's not a support. I just say that I believe in your success. This is it.
Oh, thank you. It will be interesting to see what happens, but yeah, I think I'm in the right path at this moment. Once I decided to left that place without any opportunities and move to a bigger city.
Yeah. Oh, but by the way, we have another guest here, Miss Alisa, I think, right? Let's ask Miss Alisa, how is it going? Can you hear us?
Don't be shy. We hear you.
Yes. Okay, just feel free to join the conversation. We have Amar here. He's a very interesting person. He is familiar with history from Egypt and speaking about football, soccer. And Alejandro is a scientific genius in medicine. He wants to be a successful researcher and probably in the US. And if you just keep believing, I'm sure we can meet in the US someday. Right, Alejandro?
Yeah, you're completely right. And what about you, Alisa? Where are you from? Okay. Probably she only wants to hear us.
Yes, probably.
And for example, you as an Ukrainian citizen don't think it's good or better life in Russia?
I actually don't know. I never lived in Russia, so I cannot compare. But you know, every person has its own like
Perception?
perception, maybe nationality. So since I'm kind of Ukrainian, being a Russian, being in Russia, it's not so like attractive for me. I'm saying, yeah. Maybe you are familiar with situation in Ukraine and Russia. There are some misunderstandings, unfortunately, but from time to time, it is a good idea to maybe to travel to Russia and to figure out if it's a good place to live. I believe, yes, I was in Russia. I like it, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea to live there as a Ukrainian.
Okay.
But I love
Yeah, well, for example, here in Mexico, we have a stigma. You know, the most powerful country in the world is US, and a lot of people see their eyes are in US, but well, the poorest people don't have any chance to apply for any kind of visa. And you know, there are illegal persons that cross the border and they spend all their life there and make a good money when they were poor here in Mexico. People with little more opportunities, well, they are okay being here, but usually, for example, the singers or the actors, if they are good enough being successful here, their next step is to move to US. It's a huge market, a lot of interest, money, a lot of opportunities. I think it's the land of openness. If you are good in the thing that you do, okay, all the doors are open for you. And almost all the fields here in Mexico, if they want to succeed, really they need to move there.
Yes, I heard about it. Yeah, it's the American dream. You can be whatever you want to be in America.
Yeah. And of course, we are the nearest neighbor from them. And even we have troubles because a lot of the people from Central America that want to move, of course, illegally, they necessarily cross along through Mexico. And they have a very bad luck because here the authorities are very, you know, they don't know anything about rights, human rights, and they suffer. It's a trouble for them to cross through Mexico.
Yes. I know. I also know that ex-president Trump was trying to block any entrance from the borders of Mexico, right?
That's impossible.
Yeah. I also saw that there are kind of groups that you can pay and they will bring you across the border. This was in National Geographic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But they need us. They need a cheap workforce.
Yes. I think this is like in every country. I think there is a big wave in Europe that they accept even immigrants in countries where there is a war. some kind of interest is to have a cheap workforce, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's something hypocrite to say, no, I don't need you, when really they need us. Well, in the case of poor people that work in the fields, but in people with skills, with certain professions, well, probably they don't need us as much as these people that I say, but well, everyone have the chance to try, no?
Yes.
For example, I know people that made some kind of degree there, and they looking for to work there, and it's not easy. At the end, they return to their countries. Talking about here in America, I don't know in other countries.
You are saying that after they get a degree in a certain university or a college in the US, they cannot stay in America?
Yeah, they don't succeed in their careers, and at the end they need to get back to their countries.
And why do you think is the reason for that?
Because the competition, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They see once they have that degree in US, of course, they have all the doors open in their own countries.
Yes.
But here in Mexico, we say everybody tell you how they do in the. No, it's difficult to translate.
Maybe you can say. Maybe you. Okay, I see there is a translation here. By the way, do you use the translation here, the transcript and translation?
I don't know, but it's something like everyone tells you how they do according to their own experience.
You mean that when you are trying to get a job, you need some kind of experience? Is that what you are talking about?
Not exactly. It's something like I don't know in US how in English how do you say? Well, probably don't apply exactly this. It's better if we forget this because it's difficult to explain.
No, Alejandro, it's okay. Just try to explain it in other words, and we will figure out. This is our purpose.
For example, you know, each country has their own. Let me translate for you. Something like traditions saying something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The peculiar way to explain something, but with a very local way. For example, in the US, you say, do you know break a leg or piece of cake?
Yeah.
Piece of cake?
Piece of cake, yes.
It's not exactly a piece of cake. It's some way to say something.
Now I understand what you're talking about. Oh, it's really hard word. I cannot remember how to say it. Maybe just simple saying.
Yeah. But it's a very local or regional saying. It's not easy to understand for other people.
Yes, this is it's like culture oriented.
Yeah. Okay, here in Mexico, we have
sorry, I didn't hear your last few words. Can you say again?
yeah, at the end, this situation that we discover have something to do with everybody tells how they do according to their own experience, but in Mexican words, because it's not in Spanish, it's Mexican. You know, Mexican doesn't exist, but we have our own phrases to explain something.
Yeah. Yeah, and
well, it's one way at which you explain other people about your experience, but you know, everybody have a different experience. Some people make good and other people done very good, and they explain this for the people. And well, probably if you don't do well, it's not my case. Probably I'll be doing well, doing something.
Maybe I think I understand what you are speaking about. Maybe this you are trying to speak about impression. The impression.
Yeah,
Okay.
impression.
I see. So people from Mexico, you are saying that it's kind of a trend that people from Mexico, when they try to get a job, they do a bad impression. They leave a bad impression about themselves to the interviewer, right? This is what you are trying to say?
Yeah, something like that.
But this is you mean this is a general thing, not like a personal. You mean it's kind
general. General, yeah.
This is kind of.
Oh, we have a lot of people now.
Oh, yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7 persons at this moment. We need to hear another persons, their experiences, or what they think about we are talking about.
Okay, go ahead, Alejandro, and please ask anybody or speak. I'm listening.
We have new members: Taha, Alen, Sik. Well, we are interested to know a little bit about you.
Hi. What are you speaking about? You interested in only information about me?
Yeah, to practice your English.
Okay, I'm from Ukraine. My name is Alena, nickname Alenchik, and I'm also here because I want to practice my English and want to sound more fluently.
You're in the right place, and we have another guy from Ukraine, Michael.
Indeed.
He's from there.
And where are you from, Alejandro?
I'm from Mexico.
Nice.
The other side in the world.
Can you tell us something about Mexico?
Mexico, okay. All this time I almost saying things about Mexico and Mexicans, and well, I think I used to meet people in different groups through Zoom platform. They are weekly basis conversations, and the perception of these people about Mexico is that we have a good food, good climate, good dishes, and very Is not the word happy people or a lot of party? A lot of traditions.
No. Can you tell us some of them? Some of traditions.
The food. Well, almost all our food it's in China is the rice. Here in Mexico, the tortilla. Have you ever heard about this tortilla? It's with corn. The basis of the Mexican diet is beans and corn. Of course, we eat fish and chicken and pork and beef, but all of them accompanied with these other two cereals or grains.
I ate it and it is very tasty. I tried it.
Have you ever tried Mexican food?
Of course.
What dish?
I think tacos, maybe. This is the name.
Oh yeah, of course. The most typical thing, tacos. Delicious.
Yeah. And also tortilla. What you said?
The tortilla. In Spanish is tortilla.
Tortilla. Cool.
And where did you try this? There are Mexican restaurants?
There is it is not very popular in Ukraine, but I tried it in the United States. I was in.
Okay. Yeah, of course. In the United States, there are a lot of Mexican food restaurants.
Yes, and I loved it. It was I tried once and I ate a lot of times after that.
Oh, okay. What part of US did you visit?
The east side. It's New York and Washington.
Just for fun or by business or?
No, it's actually visiting relatives.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had the pleasure to taste Mexican food and loved it, really. It has also tacos with, I think, actually I did try also rice with beans, I think. And this was also, this was in Chipotle. Do you know Chipotle? Something
Yeah,
like
of course, chili. One
Yeah.
brand of chili.
No, there is like restaurants. The name is Chipotle in the US, I think, and they service Mexican food, and I tried many times there. But tacos and tortilla was in different places, not in Chipotle.